It's been a Clearwater landmark for more than 80 years and home to the Flag Religious Retreat for better than 3 decades, while today it stands ready to serve Scientology's new Mecca for the next century and beyond. It's the new Fort Harrison Hotel. The transformation is evident from the first, as the building's Renaissance Revival phase has not only been fully restored, it's been enhanced with timeless architectural detail. But it's within that the true spirit of the Fort Harrison is revealed in all its splendor, beginning here with the Grand Lobby. Never has the title been more fitting, for it's 2 stories of classic Southern elegance at the center of this Clearwater landmark. And every inch spells an unequaled standard of excellence, which is reflected in the impeccable service from the moment of arrival and throughout a parishioner's entire stay. Because no detail was spared to ensure everything about the Fort Harrison experience is as distraction-free as possible. It all starts in the new Tea Lounge, welcoming Scientologists from 60 nations who come to Flag for religious services. Here, they can enjoy a traditional high tea, presented in an atmosphere evoking classic Southern hospitality. And the superlative service carries on at every turn, very much including the Fort Harrison restaurants. First, there's the signature hibiscus. Everything about it, from the decor to its connoisseur's bill of fare, is befitting this historic building and the new Mecca for Scientology. The hibiscus also now includes a private dining room parishioners can reserve for special occasions while staying at the religious retreat. While as but a glimpse into what's been put in place to provide incomparable service, there's all that lies behind the scenes in the Hibiscus Galley. It's been fully rebuilt and reconfigured to serve as the central kitchen for all functions, from daily restaurant service for parishioners to Scientology wedding receptions. Known within professional circles as a show kitchen, it's as state-of-the-art as it gets. Then there are the rest of the restaurants, like the all-new Hourglass. Open morning to evening, it's decked out in the style of a New York delicatessen, right down to offering eat-in or take-out service. In addition, the Hourglass menu was designed to meet the busy schedules of parishioners on services at Flag. And finally, there's Flag's newest addition, the indoor-outdoor garden restaurant. It's casual dining in a setting that captures the tradition of a Florida sunroom and allows for a leisurely dinner after completing services. And appropriately enough, the restaurant overlooks the Fort Harrison Gardens and Pool, both of which have also now been elevated to a level of perfection befitting all the rest. And that extends to the revamped Garden Pavilion, serving refreshments at any time of day to those on break from training or counseling. Rounding out the rest of the conveniences available to guests in this distraction-free environment, there are 2 conference rooms, fully wired and equipped for audio-visual presentations. And all in addition to an executive communication center right next door with high-speed email and internet access. Then, of course, there are the Fort Harrison accommodations themselves. 220 brand new rooms, every one at every tier rebuilt floor to ceiling. And needless to say, as Flag is the destination for Scientologists world over, guest quarters are configured to answer every need. Those arriving for a short stay or those checking in to advance through the entire span of Scientology religious services offered at Flag. While offering the most ideal environment for international out-of-town parishioners, there are the Fort Harrison Garden Suites. These meet a parishioner's every need, ensuring their stay is ideal in every way. And that includes the finest, as in the Presidential Suite, providing a truly unsurpassed level of comfort and service, and all of it embodying the distraction-free atmosphere that defines the Flag Religious Retreat. And for the final word, there's the Fort Harrison's historic penthouse suite. And as it's been the legendary place to stay since the Fort Harrison opened over 75 years ago, so it will remain for another century. This suite even includes its own study, offering views to the Gulf of Mexico. And finally, there are the event halls that serve the entire Clearwater community. First, it's the new Flag Auditorium. While long the site of Flag events, it's now a hall of incomparable grandeur, delivering like never before. Whether for Flag's weekly church graduations, international seminars and conventions, or formal community events. And literally, above it all stands the Crystal Ballroom, a venue that in and of itself is a local landmark, not to mention epitomizing the legendary elegance of the Fort Harrison. The ballroom is configured for every occasion, from Scientology wedding ceremonies to the setting of choice for community celebrations. Combine it all, and it's more than 250,000 square feet restored to return the Fort Harrison to its original grandeur as the Jewel of Clearwater, serving as the religious retreat for Flag's international parishioners and the next step toward the completion of the new Mecca of Scientology.